My father and mother were first generation immigrants to this country. My dad was a janitor. We lived in a basement apartment, what you'd call a cellar. If I wanted to look out the window, I got up on a chair and looked out at the grass. My mother took in wash and cleaned houses. And so my beginnings were, I guess you would say, pretty modest. I'm very proud of being an Eagle Scout. I'm very proud of being a pharmacist. The pharmacy school, of course, was Rutgers, and then my graduate work at URI, which enabled me then to open some doors in the pharma industry, where the rest of it is sort of history. At Rutgers, there was a faculty member who I really got to like. He shifted to Rhode Island. That was Bob Garrity. Bob Garrity came to Rhode Island, called me up and said, if you're interested in doing some graduate work, I would love to have you come and do a master's. In the case of Bob Garrity, he gave me the opportunity to get into graduate school and to find out if I really was interested in teaching. I was practicing pharmacy in those days while I was a graduate. On the weekends, I worked for a pharmacy in Wickford, North Kingstown, called Earnshaw's. There were only 2 places on that campus where I spent my time. One was in the chemistry building, Pasteur, which I'm not sure is even still there. I didn't go to look. And then looking across the parking lot to what was Fogarty being built. This is 1961, 62, when the old pharmacy building, old now because it's 50 years later, was actually being built. And I remember as a grad student, we had a telescope. And with the telescope, we would look at the workers as they were putting cinder block. And every day we would match and say, now then, here come the bricklayers. Let's see how many bricks a bricklayer puts down in 1 hour. And typical grad students, looking inquisitively at everything, we kept logs on each of the workers. I mean, it was crazy. The new pharmacy building at Rhode Island has to be the finest pharmacy building in the country. Not just because it's new, but because of the stuff that's in it. I mean, they have just taken the best of the best of other buildings, other universities, and they put them all in that one building.
Dr. Mario's gift to the new College of Pharmacy is really a statement of his dedication to the students, in that he understands that the 3D visualization facility really helps the students better understand what they're learning in the textbooks.
And that makes a huge difference in how people understand and can see the chemistry and perceive how molecules interact, how they join together, how they break apart. We're very happy to do that. People use the expression giving back. I'm not sure I totally agree with that. I don't look at my philanthropic activity as necessarily giving something back. I look at it from the standpoint that I will provide funding or vehicles so that young people who are going to be the beneficiaries of this are able to be as good as they can be.